Welcome to our virtual classroom. Join me for some fun learning. Hello, Legacy Learners, and welcome to Legacy Lineage Online Learning. I am your host, Miss Nicole, and so glad you are with me. So, what have you been up to lately? In your town or your city, have you returned to school? And if so, are you doing virtual, kind of like how we're talking to each other? Does your teacher come on to your device with your friends, and do you do your school that way, like a virtual classroom? Or are you actually going to school and doing in-person schooling? Either way, I'm glad you're with me. I'm glad you're back, and we are about to have our virtual experience. So, the last time we were together, I read LeBron James, I Promise, right? And do you remember we talked about promise and what the word promise means? I don't know if you had a chance to ask a loved one or if we talked about it at the end. I remember we did. And I told you guys that a promise is when you do what you say you would do, or to do what you said you would do. Again, a promise is to do what you said you would do. And remember, I promised to read Wiggle, so I put it in a sentence. I promised to read Wiggle. And at the end of our story time, when we read I Promise, I tacked on Wiggle. So today I have another story to read to you guys, and I'm so excited. So this story, and it's going to be like an activity that we're going to do too. So it is also by the same person who did the great pictures in I Promise. This is a new series called Ty's Travels. Ty's Travels. And the illustrator is Nina Mata, and the author is Kelly Starling Lyons. So I'm going to explain all that. So when you look at a story, sometimes the person who wrote the words, that they're called the author actually writes the words, and then someone else might do the pictures, and that's called the illustrator. So in this story, Kelly Starling Lyons wrote all the words about Ty, and then Nina Mata, the illustrator, drew all the pictures. And I'm excited about this series. This goes along with all the other stories that we were reading about brown boys, remember? And encouraging, because we were saying that representation matters and how awesome it is to be able to get a story and see yourself in this story. And I absolutely love this story. There are two of them. We won't read both today because I really want to take my time with the first one, but I'll show you both. And don't worry, because I promise to read the second one as well on another occasion when we are together. So our first story is going to be Ty Travels, and this one is All Aboard. Can you see Ty really well? Sorry, the light is. Can you see what he's in? All right. Well, we're going to read the story, and then we're going to find out more as we go along. So before we start, let me welcome you back with a song. How about, let's make a window. All right, here we go. I looked through my window, and who did I see? The children, the children. Can you blink? Blinking with me. I looked through my window, and who did I see? Little children, little children. Are you listening? Listening to me. Are we ready? I looked through my window, and who did I see? Little children, ready to read. Are you ready to read? I am too. How about something fun? How about readers, readers, jump up and down. Readers, readers, jump up and down. Readers, readers, jump up and down. Turn around and sit down. Are you sitting down? Do you know what comes next? Right, the readers are here, so jump up and down, jump up and down, jump up and down. The readers are here, so jump up and down. Now sit right back down. Good job. All right, so now that we've jumped and we're sitting and we're ready, let's take a couple deep breaths. Can you make your pretend Hoberman sphere? And remember, we're gonna breathe in, inhale, and we're gonna open out our arms, and then we're gonna exhale. And we're gonna close them, okay? And I'm gonna do it with the Obermann sphere. That's right, here it is. Okay, are you ready? Are you sitting up tall? Relax your shoulders so we can get ready to hear all about Ty's travels. So here we go, ready? Inhale. Exhale. Again, let's inhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. All right, I don't know about you, but I am ready to jump into this story. Ty travels. I am reading, look at me. Time to put the toys away and listen to what I say. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. This is the front of the book. This is the back of the book. And this is the spine. And this is the spine. This is the front of the book. It tells you the title, Ty's Travels. It tells you the author, Kelly Starling Lyons. And it tells you the illustrator, Nina Mata. This is the back of the book. It lets us know it's the end. And this is the spine. It holds the pages together. And this is the spine. Parents, where's your children's spine? Give it a little tickle. All right, here we go. So it's Ty's Travels, and then I see the words underneath say, all aboard. All aboard. Where do we hear all aboard? Where have we heard that before? Have you gone on any trips and then when you get into a place you hear someone say, all aboard? Or have you heard any stories or watched any shows when someone goes, all aboard? I think I know where that comes from, but let's see what Ty does. It says, my name is Ty and I love adventures. Look at him. What kind of adventure does he look like he's having here? I wish my family would play. Daddy, will you play with me? In a while, little man. I'm cooking dinner. Do you like to imagine things? What is he imagining the colander is? It's something, I'll point to it with a pointer and give you a hint because you may not know the word colander, or maybe you've heard strainer, but it's right here. What is he pretending that is? You see his dad is cooking dinner. Who cooks dinner at your house? It could be dad, it could be maybe a big sister, it could be grandma, or it could be somebody else. But in Ty's house, dad cooks dinner. Well, at least he does today while we're reading this story. Maybe they take turns. Maybe mommy and daddy take turns. Let's see. I walk into the living room. Mama, will you play with me? Not right now, honey. I'm folding clothes. Want to help? And you see Ty is there playing with, what does he have in his hand? He's playing with another toy now, right? You know what I like? I like that his mother said, do you want to help me fold clothes? Because helping do chores around the house is very, very important. It's how you learn to do things for yourself. Let's see. So mama can't help because she's folding clothes and daddy is cooking. I race upstairs to my big brother's room. Corey, will you play with me? Sorry, Ty. I'm doing homework. And look at Ty. What is Ty doing here? Yep, jumping on Corey's bed. And how about you? Do you have a big sister or a big brother? Or are you the big sister or big brother? Or maybe you live in a family where you live with your big cousins or uncles. So let's see. So Corey was doing his homework, so big brother can't play. Mommy was folding clothes, so mommy can't play. And daddy was cooking dinner, so daddy can't play. What should Ty do? Should he just go and maybe get on his phone or maybe go sit and get on video games? What do you think he should do? What would you do? All right, let's find out. I walked downstairs. I spot an empty box. I know just what to do. Time for fun. Let's find out what he's going to do to have fun. Oh, I already see a little bit of what he's doing. I climb inside. The floor is the track. The ceiling is the sky. I drive the train. I blow the whistle. Woo, woo. What goes on a track? That's right. He's pretending to be a train. Woo, woo. Do you guys know this train? This is a very famous train. This is Thomas the Train, right? My train rumbles slowly. Chugga, 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 chugga. Then it picks up steam. Clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack. And you see him in this picture. I like this picture. Let me show you because it looks like he's saying, woo, woo. You see the steam coming out? He's using his imagination too. Like he said, the floor is the track and the ceiling is the sky. Now he's imagining that he's outside and he's imagining that there are other cars on his train. As I get to the first stop, I pick up someone waiting. I spot him. There he is. Who is it? It's Daddy. Daddy smiles and winks. All aboard. Who's next? Our train rumbles slowly. Chugga, 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 chugga. Then it picks up steam. Clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack. And who do you think they're gonna see now? Let's see if you're right. Let's turn the page. Daddy blows the whistle. Woo, woo. We fly by farm animals and ponds. And the next stop, someone smiles and waves. Mama, all aboard. Do you see the farm that he went by? What kind of animal is outside the farm? They make a sound that sounds like woo, woo. What do they say? Moo, moo. That's right. And there's Mama. It looks like she's finished folding clothes, so maybe now she has time to play with Ty. Let's see what happens. Our train rumbles slowly. What does their train say? Help me. Chugga, 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 chugga. Then it picks up steam. Remember what it says when it picks up steam? That's right. Clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack. Now where is he pretending he's at? He's not in a farm anymore. I see a bridge and tall buildings called skyscrapers. Could he be in the city? If you said city, I think you're right. And I even see a helicopter. Did you see that helicopter there? Mama blows the whistle. Woo, woo! We dash through the city. What does dash mean? Right, you saw how I did it like this? Dash means fast. Have you seen The Incredibles? There's a little boy and he's really, really fast. And what do they call him? Dash is his name. At the next stop, someone smiles and points at me. Who do you think he sees at the next stop? That's right, his big brother. Do you remember his brother's name? Corey. All aboard! Corey blows the whistle. Help me. What does the whistle say? Sounds like moo moo, but it's woo woo. Yeah. We chug across the bridge. We zoom into a tunnel. Zoom. Is zoom a fast word? I think so. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Say that with me. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Let's do that together. Ready? Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. So we know 2 new words for the word fast. What are they? Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Oh, we can do something different with our arms. Let's try to make them go around like the tires on a train. Here we go. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. That was fun. All right, so Corey's blowing the whistle and it says, we chug across the bridge and we zoom into the tunnel. Mommy and Daddy cheer me on. What do you think they're saying? Woohoo! Go! Go, Ty! We love this train. This train is fast. Thank you for taking us on this trip. You are awesome. Check out the view, Corey says. We're on the top of the world. As we get to the next stop, I smell something yummy. I know just what to do. Last stop, home. And look, what was he imagining was all the places that he went. You see this here? It looks like he had a play set or something. And so they're up on the couch, and Corey pretends by saying, we are at the top of the world. But they smell something. It smells delicioso. Smells yummy. What do you think it is? Time for food. And they sit down together and they have a meal. They eat dinner together. The end. All right. So I want to go back to a picture. This picture where he was using his play set to pretend all the different places that he was when he was on his train. And I brought a play set with me too. I'll show you what I bought here. Ready to see? I like this. Can you hear that? Something's coming. Oh, here is the animal train. And there is the conductor of the animal train. She's sitting right up in the front. Let's press her again. Oh, I hear a sound. What sound was that? What kind of animal was that on the animal train? Elephant. Let's see if we push her again. Will there be another sound coming off the the animal train? Let's see. I heard some growl. One more. Oh, that was a monkey, but guess what? Back here she has a, do you know the name of this pink bird? She has a flamingo. That's right. Let's see if she has any other friends in her animal train. This guy is called he's a type of bear, a koala bear. And if you see the green piece of leaf he's eating, I bet that's a piece of eucalyptus because koala bears eat eucalyptus. Let's see if there's another animal on the animal train. Looks like it is. Let's see who is sitting in the back on the wheel. Oh, who's this? What kind of animal is he? That's right. Okay, so he is either a crocodile or alligator. But if you Google it, you will know because only one of those animals have the teeth that show from the bottom. I should know this. I've read this before, but I don't remember that information. So we want to find out. We could research in Google or ask mommy or daddy or a loved one, a caregiver, which one has the teeth that come out at the bottom, an alligator or a crocodile? We could also find that in the book, and I do have a book that has the answer, but guess what? It's nowhere near me now, so I can't run and get that information for you. So I just thought I would show you our animal train. And we also had Thomas the Train. And we read about Ty's train, and we saw his train. And now I want to show you something else. I want to show you this book called Trains. And I'm not going to read this whole story, but I brought this out because did you know that they're all different types of trains? Yeah, we have the animal train right here, but they're all different types of trains. So we're just going to turn the pages in this, and we're going to see the different names of trains. Alrighty. So this one is a steam locomotive. Maybe that's the kind of train Ty was pretending he had, because he was saying woo woo. So that's a steam locomotive. Oh, this one is called a diesel locomotive. A diesel locomotive. Let's see. Do you know the name of a kind of train? These are called electric trains. Electric trains. Have you ever been on a train before? In my neighborhood, the train track is close to my house, and I hear it quite often. And when I used to have my daycare, we would take the daycare kids for a walk, and we would get to see and hear the train go by quite often. This is called, and this is the kind of train we would see the passenger train. I'll bring it close to you. Passenger train. But there were also other cars that we saw. We never saw a high-speed train, but this is the high-speed train. I know they have one of these in Japan, and as I'm scanning this, it says yes, there was one in Japan in 1964. It's called the bullet train because it goes fast. And they also have one in France. Those are places that are far away from where I live. I don't know, maybe they're close to where you live depending on where you are watching this, but this is the kind of train, and it goes fast. It says high speed. They have pointed noses, and they are electric. And they what? Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash because it goes fast. Zoom and dash because it goes fast. Oh, look at this. I've been on one like this before, but it had more passenger cars to it. We used to go to New Hampshire. We used to go there quite often. Now, since we are staying safe and staying home, we haven't been there yet. But when we were there, we were on this kind of train called a mountain train. There were more cars, and it was fun and awesome, but it definitely took us on the White Mountains of New Hampshire. These are the other kind of cars we see when we go for our walk. And in my neighborhood, these are freight trains, and they are on a freight yard. So there are several freight trains that are also on that track as we walk past. And then there are box cars. Gondolas. So it says that gondolas don't have sliding doors on the side, but the tops of them are open because they carry all sorts of different things. when we have more time, we can actually do some studies and do a whole thing about trains. If you like trains, let me know in the comments and we will spend some time on trains. Not right now, but we're just talking about trains because our story about Ty had a train in it, and we're just adding information to what we know about trains. And right now, we are adding different types of trains. This one is called a flat car. Flat car. Have you seen this symbol or this kind of truck? Maybe something that looks like this in your neighborhood? Those must be postal flat cars because I see that it has U.S. mail on it. All right, let's see what else we have out here. This is a hopper car. And it says the hopper car also has a big opening on its roof too, much like a gondola. See what's next. Tank cars. They say tank cars are big steel tanks on wheels that carry liquids such as oil, gasoline, vegetable oil, milk, orange juice, and corn syrup. Whoa! Whoa! And it says the milk tank cars are built with a special clean lining made of glass or stainless steel to keep the milk cool. I didn't know that. So there can actually be like milk and orange juice in these cars. Whoa. That's new to me. Let's see what else we have. Oh, this is called the auto wrap cars. Because they what? Are from factories where cars will be sold. That's new to me too. Auto wrap cars. And the car at the very end, let's make sure, I think that's it, yep. The car at the very end of the train, do you know what it is? It's called a caboose car, and it says there used to be a caboose car at the very end of every freight train. It was a little like a house on wheels. Oh, and so they used to sleep in the caboose train. That's where the conductor. So the conductor is the person who actually drives the train. So can you say conductor? The conductor drives the train. And that's where him and the crew would sleep because they had a stove back there for keeping warm and cooking food and storing tools and supplies. So they had lockers. There was a telephone back there in the caboose at the very end. The caboose. The caboose. All right. So we've learned a little bit more about trains. And here's a very cool picture I'm going to show you of this picture that is actually on the mountain with several different cars on it. All right, that was fun. I enjoyed the stories about trains and I enjoyed Ty's travels as well. Alrighty, so I'm going to take out our board because we learned 2 new words, actually 3 because we learned the word conductor. I'm going to save conductor because we really sung a song and had fun with a word. Do you remember what it was? We learned 2 words that mean the same thing. So we could use those words sometimes when we want to say, I was running fast. You could say, when I ran, I was zooming. Right, because that means going fast. So I'm going to say zoom. And what other word? Dash. Remember? Zoom and dash. And I'm going to put it right here. And we're going to say those mean to go fast. That's right, to go fast. And I'm going to use them in a sentence. Do you remember what our sentence was? Zoom. That's right. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Because they do. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go what? Fast. And here is our sentence with zoom and dash. So we learned promise last week, and this week we learned zoom and dash. And we sang a little song, zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Zoom and dash. They sound like they go fast. Good. And I'm also going to put up, we got time for another word I'm going to put up. And I'm going to grab my phone because I want to go in here and I want to see about the word conductor. Because there's something else that I want to tell you about a conductor. A conductor, so Miss Nicole is going into her dictionary. Yep, I have a dictionary on my phone. Conductor. So a conductor, and glad I did this, a conductor is not the person who drives the train. It says he is a collector of fares in a public conveyance. So the reason why we call him the conductor is because he actually collects the fares of the people on the train. You learn something new every day. But there's also a different kind of conductor. And do you remember we talked about music and that Miss Nicole likes music? I think we did that at the end of B is for Breathe. So if you go back into our Representation Matters week and you look for B is for Breathe, I think at the end of that story I talk about music and I play you some music. Well, when you listen to what's called orchestra music, the person who tells the instruments what to play and how to play, guess what they're called? A conductor. That's right. And I bet in my dictionary it says that too. The conductor is the leader of a musical ensemble. So as we leave, Miss Nicole is going to tell you thank you for joining me, and I'm going to pretend to be the conductor. Here we go. You know what this song kind of sounds like? It kind of sounds like to the dash because it's going so fast to me. Well, I hope you enjoyed story time, and we'll be back. Thank you for joining me. See you next time, and remember, you are the you in unique.